Alrighty, hello there everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time zone you're in. You're welcome here every day. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone is having a wonderful day. What's up, A-Nipples and Carson? Happy to have you guys in here. Thank you so much for coming on by the stream and hanging out. You guys are super early. Thank you so much for coming on by. Alright, let me see. Let's go ahead and tweet this sucker out. Do ba do ba 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 da ba be da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 do ba do ba da ba 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 do ba do ba 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 ba. Alright, let's throw a GIF in here. Let's see. What do we want to do? What kind of gift do we want in here? Let's do a happy dance gif. Can't see the chat at the moment right now, but I'll be right there. Let's do a Jonah Hill gif. And tweet that sucker. Alright, there we go. Let's check the chat. Holy Jesus, there we go. Hello, chat. Alright, what's up, Dova Master? What's up, Tracy? Happy to have everyone in here. Eric Galindo, Dragon Slayer. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Garrett, how is everybody doing? Denver? So many new faces. Happy to see everybody in here. Thank you so much for coming on by the stream, everybody. Thank you so freaking much. Alrighty, good stuff. Ryan, it's me, Tortoise, got a new channel. Oh, okie dokie. I saw your comment yesterday, Dragon. I gotcha. Alrighty, good stuff. So, thank you guys so much for coming on by the stream. Lots of new faces. Happy to see some new faces. Always refreshing to see some new faces. But very happy to see all the old faces. So, for those of you that are new to the stream and all that good stuff, I am streaming every day or every weekday at noon up until the release of Ragnarok. But we're gonna talk about talk about Ragnarok most likely in today's stream because, well, something happened with Ragnarok and it's a little bit bad. But we can talk about that later in the stream. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and get this stuff underway. I'm gonna go ahead and find something real quick on Twitter and we'll get started. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, good. Alright, this is what I wanted. Okie dokie. Good stuff. Alright, let's go and get this show underway, shall we? Go ahead and pull the blind down so you guys can see. There we go. Alright, so we are streaming City Skylines once again, growing Subtopia to Sub-Metropolis, or Subtropolis, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, good stuff. So, we've been doing kind of a nice little series in City Skylines in the last few live streams for like the last, what is this, the last 6 live streams, I think? Last 5 or 6 live streams we've been doing City Skylines because we've been building Subtopia, and Subtopia is just a massive city for the subs, you know? It's just one of those things. I build it, you guys give me houses to build and stuff like that. If you want a house, you tell me where to build it, and I'll build it and stuff like that, and I'll name it after you and all that stuff, and it's pretty cool. And the city has grown from nothing to now, and it looks super cool. Very cool. Alright, good stuff. So, let's go ahead and get the elephant out of the room, actually, right in the beginning. So, Ragnarok Dragon Slayer was the DLC for Ark. I'm gonna see if I can post this link in chat. I don't know if actually, no, you can't post links in YouTube chat. I forgot. Never mind. Okay, so anyways, Ragnarok was the DLC for Ark, and well, that's what I was streaming. That's why I was streaming and doing a whole lot of this streaming and stuff like that, because I was streaming up until the DLC came out for Ark, because, well, I was going to resume my ARK Let's Play at noon, but apparently it is no longer going to come out on the 19th of July, and so I don't exactly know what's going to go on now. So, as of right now, I'm going to continue to stream. But obviously you guys will just have to wait and see as far as... I've got an update video coming out here very soon about some updates and stuff like that to the channel and everything like that. So just stay tuned for that. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate because I was really looking forward to the whole ARK DLC and stuff like that, and I wanted to get back into ARK, but as unfortunate as that is, it doesn't look like that's going to be able to happen. So we're just going to kind of push along with some streams, maybe bring another old series back and go from there. Alright, let me see. Let me see. Yeah, A-Nipples, it got pushed way back. In fact, they're not even giving us a date. Check survivetheark.com or Twitter. Check Jat's Twitter or Ark's Twitter. They tweeted it out this morning. Let's see. Sure thing, Garrett. Where do you want your house? And Dragon Slayer, can you change Tortoise Resident to Dragon Slayer Resident? Sure. Let me see if I can find where it was at. Where was your house, Tortoise? What's up, Matthew Somerville? Happy to have you back in the chat. My weekend was wonderful. Hope yours was too. Thank you so much for asking. Alrighty, good stuff. So yeah, alright, Chestnut Hills, please. Okie dokie, yeah, I can throw you in Chestnut Hills. These are all farm businesses, but yeah, I can do that. Alright, so you want a Dragon Slayer residence? Sure. This can be Dragon Slayer residence. Alrighty. There we go. Residence. There we are. Oh wait, oops, my bad. I just put the wrong thing in there. There we go. Garrett, you wanted your house in there, my bad. I was looking at the wrong thing. I apologize about that. I'll go right back over to Mini Brooklyn Dragon Slayer here in one moment. Is that 2 ends? Yes. Okay, good. Alright, let's see. Can I put residence in? It might be too long. Okay, good, I can. There we go. There you go. You got yourself a farming business, Garrett. Very nice. And then you were in Mini Brooklyn. Let's double check. We had a problem with dead people, so let's see if we can find it. Oh, there it is. Dragon Slayer residence. Perfect. Alright, so we're going to continue along with kind of trying to expand. If not expand, we're going to try and improve some areas of the city today. There we go, Dragon Slayer. Very nice. Good stuff. Alright, good stuff. Got a couple dead people over here waiting for transport, but other than that, the city looks great. We have a small residential demand, as well as a growing industrial demand, and a very tiny commercial demand, but nothing too crazy to do right now. But last live stream, guys, we put in this really cool spot over here with these really neat roads and stuff like that, with these really cool cross sections and really cool intersections, and these neat little walkways and stuff like that that go over top of the freeways and stuff like that, and they just look really nice and really modern, really contemporary and stuff like that. Now, what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and zone this stuff over here with some nice districts and all that good stuff. Go ahead and paint over top of this stuff. And we'll go ahead and make sure that these people have the services that they need as far as recycling, no smoking, smoke detectors, parks and rec, all that stuff, legalize marijuana, all that stuff, so that happiness increases a little bit, parks and rec, that way their parks get a little bit more, I guess, healthier, they get taken care of a little bit better. We'll go ahead and bump the speed up to ×3, that way time moves a little bit faster, you know what I'm saying? What's up, 8-Bit Games? Happy to have you back in here, buddy. Thank you so much for coming on by the stream. Alright, let me see. How are my buildings doing? Let's see, Eric. How are your buildings doing? So Galindo Industries, that is a permanent building, doing quite well. Galindo Residence is almost to level 5. And then Galindo Summer Home believe you're level 5, bro. Yep, your Galindo Summer Manor is level 5, so you are good to go, buddy. The Amity Residence, that's a cool looking home. Woolworths, that's where my house was, rip. My day has been wonderful. Thank you so much for asking, 8-Bit Games. It's been pretty good. Definitely can't complain. Pretty good for a Monday. Go ahead and get rid of that building. Is marijuana legal in your state? In the game or in real life? Because if in real life, yes and no. But in the game, yes, absolutely, it's legal. Alrighty, good stuff. Okay, so as far as expansions go, actually no, you know what? Let's make sure these guys have all the services that they need. So we need to go ahead and put in a crematorium or something out here so that these people have the access to dead people pickup and that they don't have to drive all the way into the city. Alright, now what about fire safety? They have a fire station right there, that's good. Police station, they've got one right there, that's good. Now what about schooling? We need to do a little bit more schooling, I believe. We have a lot of education over here. I just hit my microphone, sorry about that. A lot of education over here as far as elementary school and high school. But high school, we could actually use a little bit more. University, we're fine on. We've only got one university, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, we only have one college. So that's good. With a population of less than 20,000 people, one college, it's perfect. So that's really, really good. Real life. Okay, gotcha. It's legal for medical purposes here. Yeah, it's legal. So it's legal because I live on the East Coast in Virginia. It's legal somewhat in DC, but I don't know if it's actually legal in Virginia. I'm not sure. Alright, let's see. So we got a little bit of trash problem up here. But that's okay. We should start getting some more trash coverage up here, hopefully, hopefully. Let's see, how is the trash coverage up here? It's not the best, truthfully. They don't really get a whole lot of coverage up here. But let's see, what's the chat saying? Who's my favorite YouTuber? So I have a bunch of favorite YouTubers. I've actually said it in a couple of the past live streams. I watch a bunch of YouTubers, but not like no gaming YouTubers. I watch H3H3, iDubbbz, Philip DeFranco. I watch Kurtzgazat in a nutshell. I watch a bunch of people. Let's see, can you name a growing hotel on Liberty City, Galindo Tower? I don't want to name anything over here on Liberty Island or Garland Heights, because I keep having to demolish things over here. So until we get like a steady tourism economy, I don't want to name anything over here, because I don't want to accidentally demolish your building. I was in Virginia earlier this year. Awesome! Very cool. Is your name actually Ryan? It is indeed actually Ryan. It is indeed. Alright, good stuff. Trash is getting picked up over here. I knew it would, but it's always just one of those things where I'm always worried that it's not going to. Okay, what's the upgrade on this guy? Make sure all is well. Increase land value. Okay, what do we got for land value in here? So land value is fairly low back here, but that's because there's not a whole lot of parks and plazas back here. What if we go ahead and throw in some parks and plazas over here, increase the happiness just a tad bit, you know, make everyone just a little bit happier, and start raising the land value that much more. There's the upgrades I wanted to hear. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I want to hear. All the ding, 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 ding. That's what I like to hear. Can I please have a vacation home on the coast? Absolutely. That's normally where all the subscribers live. Let's see. We'll put you right down here on the subscriber lane. Okay, that's Leameo, Applegate right here. You can go ahead and live right there. Garrett Jungman, there we are. Oh, the G didn't work. There we go. Perfect. And there we go. And we'll do manor. We tend to do manors out here because these are your summer vacation homes, you know what I'm saying? There you go. Let me make sure I spelled that right. Yep, I did. Oh, it's 2 T's, my bad. I'm gonna go double check that other one, make sure I put 2 T's in there. There we go. Good stuff. Let me make sure I put 2 T's in this one over here. I did not. There we go. Alrighty, good stuff. Can you play Oblivion? So as far as playing Oblivion for like a Let's Play, I'm not sure about that. I love Oblivion, don't get me wrong. I don't know how it would do with a Let's Play though. If it came out on Xbox One as far as like remastered like Skyrim did, and it had mod support and all that stuff, then absolutely I would consider it. But I don't foresee that happening. I think that's probably one of the only ways that I would play Oblivion for a Let's Play. Alright, now let's see. How's the upgrades out here now? Now that I put in those plazas and stuff, they should... Oh god, that bumped that shit up so far. Holy Jesus. Wow, they're already almost up to level 4. Those 3 or 4 plazas that I put in just bumped those up to like level 4 almost. Good lord. That was pretty perfect, actually. Okay, now how is land value? Okay, now it's starting to rise a little bit. We're up to $28 per square meter. That's pretty good. Alright, let me see. Still amazed that Roman Atwood and Brittany's baby was finally born. I don't really follow Roman Atwood, but I'm very happy that they had a baby. That's really neat. What's up, King Cold Zero? What's up, buddy? I did indeed have a great weekend. Hope you had a great weekend as well. Thank you so much for asking. Alright, so we are having a minor trash problem. Are we keeping up with incineration? Incineration status is falling behind. Let's go ahead and bump up the budget just a little bit for trash. We'll go up to 110. That should be fine. How's incineration status now? A little bit better. Should be able to push out a couple more trash trucks and we should be fine with that. So a very tiny residential and industrial demand, so we don't really need to worry about that too much. How are we doing with parks and plazas over here? They're upgrading perfectly fine, correct? Yeah, everything's fine over here. Increased land value, yep, they're fine out here. Okay, now, we put in a metro. Now, what we should probably do with said metro is we should probably start to connect the outer areas out here, which will probably then start to, like, generate some income out here, as well as out here, which will then, I guess, sprout some expansion. Now, let's see, where do I want to put this bad boy? Let's go ahead and bulldoze, those 2 houses right there. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. That is on a road, you moron. Okay, we'll go ahead and just move this over that way, I suppose. That'll work. And then we'll go ahead and plop this bad boy over... Let's see, we need to put one on Liberty Island as well, I believe. Let's see, can I... Yep, I can stick one right there. That'll work. And then we need to stick one in Garland Heights as well. So, sticking a metro in here should allow us to bring over some more traffic from the main city. So that should be good. Alright, let's see. Arc seems to take a while. I think the update, let me wait. Yes, my weekend was great. That's great. So, did you happen to see that did you happen to see the tweet from Arc and stuff like that? I do believe Ragnarok is getting delayed again. And this time it looks like to a point where they're not even going to let us know when it's getting delayed to. I checked their Twitter this morning, and there was news and stuff like that, and it said that, well, it's not coming out on the 19th, and that's really shitty, but it's just really shitty is what it is. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and connect Garland Heights. Where did I put it? There it is. That'll work. And then we'll come back around just like this. We'll put the metro through the water just like that. And we'll go just like this. Just like that. And then we'll kind of connect this right back into here. Hopefully. What do you mean slope is too steep? You gotta be shitting me, right? Are you kidding me? The slope is too steep? Okay, fine. Okay, let's see. Where can I even put a damn metro out here? I don't even think I can actually put one out here, so you know what? Screw it. Get rid of it. Okay, let's see. And you know what? Just go ahead and demolish some of these bad boys. Let's see. Sony's update was broken. Didn't have the update like you. Yeah, I can understand that. Let's see. Been waiting 4 years for Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, it'll be a long time for Elder Scrolls 6. I can pretty much guarantee you that. Long, long time. Okay, let's see. Let's go freeform. Let's go underneath of the bridge if we can. Try and stay away from these gigantic hills. Alright, that'll work. Just like that. And bam, there we go. Okay, now let's go ahead and plop in some of these bad boys. Alright, this'll work. And you know what? Let's go ahead and start from one that we've already got, and we'll do some rune to boots, you know what I'm saying? Some rune to boots. Alright, we'll put one right there. And we'll go out here. ESO will dawn, great. Wait, is there a new ESO coming out? Oh, I forgot there was a Metro thing out here too, crap. We'll have to connect that. Alright, so that'll work just like that. And then, let's see. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and come out this way. Just like that. And then, just like this. Oops. And then, we'll end the line just like that. Perfect. Smiles across the city. Very nice. Very, very nice. And then we'll go from here, and we'll connect these two tourism spots just like that. That'll be kind of a nice little thing. That'll be nice. Alright, that'll look good, just like that. Alright, now how exactly... Okay, here we go. I'll just kind of come back around just like that. There we go. Come out in 2020, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I've heard nothing about the Elder Scrolls 6. Alright, now let's see. Let's go ahead and connect this bad boy just like right here. And we'll go ahead and put this bad boy just like that right there. And we'll go ahead and do this. And we'll go ahead and do this. And we'll go ahead and do that. And that. There we go. So now, all the way across the city, there are metro lines. And that should be good. So that should be able to connect all of the tourism spots as well as the residential and work spots for people that want to go from their homes to the tourism spots. They'll have to get on like connecting trains and stuff like that, but nothing too much, nothing too bad. I mean, that's pretty much just regular city travel and stuff like that. So nothing too bad. 4017 at least. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Alright, there we go. Go ahead and get rid of some of those. Okay, so growing demand on both fronts. Actually, on all three fronts, but that's okay. How are we doing out here? Wait, I put a metro in over here, didn't I? Yeah, this is where I put the metro in the first place. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, good. Good. Yep, there they go. Look at them all go down there. That looks so awesome. Wow, a lot of people are using that. Holy shit, dude. Holy freaking hell. Those would all be cars, man. Wow. Those would all be cars. That is so freaking perfect. Damn, that's a lot of people using the metro. I will take that. Okay, that's pretty good. We saved a lot of car traffic. We saved a lot of people, like, getting out and using their private cars and stuff like that. That's really good to know. Because last live stream, we had a lot of problem with traffic, especially in these areas over here. But, as you can see, it's kind of alleviated itself, which is really, really good. The road is still a little bit orange, but that's just because it's really the main artery that goes through the entire, like, suburb and the entire city out here. But it looks really, really nice and really, really good. Now this is a little bit screwed up, but that's mainly because there's two intersections right next to each other, and it's on a big roundabout, and there's like a double roundabout right here, and I believe there's a stoplight right there. Yep, there is. But that's okay. Nothing too bad. Okay. Now this looks so nifty right here. That just looks so pretty. Okay, I just saw something power-wise out there. What's going on with the power out here? What's going on with you? Why are you losing power? Get out of here. What the hell? What is going on with the damn power? We had this happen last time. Why do they just keep losing power out here? I don't understand. Everything is connected to the power grid, but they just keep losing power for some reason. So we're just going to keep letting them lose power, I suppose. See you, Dragon Slayer. Thank you so much for coming on by. I appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day. Alright, good stuff. So, that looks pretty good out here. Let's see, let's go ahead and check aerial view of the city. What's our next milestone? 32,000 people? Yep, 32,000 people, and we unlocked the ship and the cargo hub, I believe, but that's still a little bit away. When do you get to use the solar panels? So I believe we actually have them unlocked, and you know, we should actually try and build a solar array out here somewhere by like water or something like that. And you know what would be kind of cool is instead of making this a gigantic residential area out here, what if we made this into like a power array out here? So you know what? Thank you for bringing up the solar panel stuff out there. Or the use of solar panels, rather. So let's go ahead and do this. We need to make sure that this is going to connect to the entire power grid. That way we have a crap ton of power going. Now let's see. What we're going to do is, since this stuff uses just solar, it's got noise pollution though, so we're going to put in a couple of these bad boys. I think we're going to put in 4. So we'll go ahead and put this in. Okay, there we go. And for some reason I can't put that one in right there. And I can't put one in right there. Or can I? Okay, yes I can. Good. There we go. That'll work. Perfect. Now, we'll just go and put 2 in right there. That'll work. And then you know what? Since that generates power, I want to go ahead and fill this in with maybe some office spaces. I think that might be kind of neat. Like, and since offices insulate noise, it wouldn't really matter with noise pollution. That might be kind of nifty. But let's see, what else could we put out here? We could probably put out some like parks and stuff like that. That might look kind of nifty. Let's see, what if we put out some parks out here and stuff like that? We could make this like a gigantic, like, park area. That might look kind of cool, actually. I actually kind of like that idea. It's gonna cost a little bit, but nothing we can't swing. Alright, we'll put a couple plazas in here. It'll look really nice. And then we're gonna put some office spaces in around it. That way we can generate a little bit of money around here, and it'll look really nice. There we go. Plaza with trees, we'll plop one of those in there. Yeah, that looks really nice. That looks really nice. And then let's make sure that this solar panel grid is connected to the entire thing. So let's see, in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and drop in some office spaces all the way out here. Just like that. That'll all be office spaces, just like that. And then we'll go ahead and just take those off right there. Don't need office spaces all the way right there, but that's okay. Alright, so office spaces will start to get built out here, and then we can go ahead and connect the power grid from here to here, and then we'll run it along the freeway over to here, and that'll connect the entire power grid to the solar panels, and we'll never be low on power again. A building is on fire. The police station is on fire. Are you shitting me? Oh, good. It got put out already. We're good. We're fine. All right, good stuff. So that looks good. That looks so cool. I love the way the solar panels look. That looks really kind of nifty. Cool. Okay, now let's see. Can we put some more parks and plazas in? Let's see. There's a Japanese garden. I think that's what that's called. Yeah, Japanese garden. Let's see. Let's put one like right in like there. And what's neat is this will bring in a little bit of tourism as well over here, and then it's just a short drive to Garland Heights, which is kind of nifty. And then let's see, plaza with trees. Let's see, we can also put in some of this stuff over here. Actually, no, we'll just keep this kind of like a nice little park and office space over here. It's gonna be kind of like a nice little wealthy spot over here. Better than the firehouse being on fire. Yeah, if the firehouse ever catches on fire, I'm gonna call bullshit. Alright, that looks pretty cool. And then once all the buildings get put in, I'm going to fill them in with these nice little walking paths and stuff like that, and make nice little areas and stuff like that, and it's going to look really, really cool. It's going to look really, really nice. Really pretty. Because we can connect the parks. Actually, you know what? We can actually do that right now. So let's see. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's make sure it's on freeform. And we'll do this. We'll just make a nice little walking path through here, and you can connect the parks via the walking paths and stuff like that, and make it look really, really nice. You can connect all the different parks and stuff like that, and make it look really, really nice, just like that. And look, there's already people out here enjoying it. Looks so nifty. And we can actually do, I was going to say we could do a nice walkway over the overpass, but that might look kind of weird. Alright, now let's see. Let's go ahead and attach this thing just like right over here. And we'll go ahead and run it through here just like this. And we'll go ahead and attach that to the sidewalk just like that. And we'll go ahead and attach this to this park. That looks kind of nice, just like that. So that people can get out there and just kind of have a nice little day off out by the solar panels. What about hooking a metro to it? Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea whatsoever. That way people don't have to walk or drive, or that way people don't have to drive all the way out there. That's not a bad idea whatsoever. Let's see. Let's go ahead and finish up these little walking paths out here. And we'll throw in a nice little metro. Nice little metro access for these people. There we go. Nice little spot for them to walk through and stuff like that. Walk from park to park if they want to. Plus, it fills in those nice little green spots. And what we can go ahead and do is to fill in the rest of the green spots. Let's go ahead and just fill in these nice little spots with some nice foliage and all that stuff. And truthfully, it would probably be really quiet over here because even though the solar panels generate a lot of noise pollution, the offices insulate. And so there wouldn't be a whole lot more noise pollution out here, which is cool. Now, metro station. Let's go ahead and throw one in. We're up to 1343 citizens per week using the metro, guys. That is such an amazing change. If we didn't put the metro in, guys, that's 1,343 cars on the road a week. Like, Jesus criminy, that's a lot more traffic. Alright, now let's see. Let's go ahead and throw in a metro all the way right there. That'll look good. And we'll go ahead and put one right there. That'll look good, just like that. And we'll go right there. And we'll go ahead and put one just like that. Just like that. Very cool. And we'll go ahead and throw in some metro access. Just like this. We're going to make this a big, big loop. That way people from all over the city can come to here and just kind of relax, take a day off. You know what I'm saying. Just like that. Very cool. Very nice. Come from mini Brooklyn, come from Belmont Heights. It'll be nice. Very nice. They can even come from all the way out here. And that's definitely saying something. Because this place is real far out here. There we go. Lots and lots of metros running. All at the same time, too. There we go. Okay, there we go. Let's see, we need to go out to there. So we'll just bring it back around town. And there we go. Smiles across the city. Very cool. So now everyone's got metro access and they can come right back out here. These offices will upgrade due to the metro access. And that's really nifty. Plus, this place right here, everyone can come out here and hang out. And that's super cool. Plus, there's a bunch of office space right here, so citizens that live out here can actually start to work here if they want to, and that's really nice. That's actually really nice. Plus, they can actually walk to work if they need to, because there's sidewalks on this bridge. And that's really, really nice. And you know what? Because there's sidewalks on this bridge, I think we can actually do something. So let's see. Let's make this nice and equilateral. What's up, Dragon Slayer? That was not long. You're back. Thank you for coming on back. So let's see. We're gonna make this nice and equilateral, or nice and symmetrical, rather. So let's see. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Just like. Wait, you gotta be. What? How is that a thing? Okay, fine. Okay, one past it. That'll work. That'll work. Okay, good stuff. Now, coming from here, we'll go right there. And we will try our best to line these up just like that. That should work just like that. Okay. I think this will look really cool once it's done. Okay. I'm not leaving those cross sections in. I'm just trying to find the middle. I think this is going to look really cool once it's done. I think it really will. Let's see. Just like that. That'll look pretty nifty. Just like that. Okay, very cool. And then let's see. We'll go ahead and take that out. Take that out. Very cool. Okay. And then coming from there, we'll go ahead and come down. And in fact, we'll go ahead and take that out just like that. Just like that. And just like this. And this is going to look really cool. And there you go. So now, they can walk from their residences. They can walk from the residences all the way over here. They can walk across the bridge, and then they don't even have to get on the freeway. They don't even have to drive. They can even come from their offices and walk all the way back because they have walkways all the way from here over the freeway, back onto the bridge, and the bridges have sidewalks as well. So very cool. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, good stuff. So let's see. If you remember back to episode 7 on Skyrim, you got the Soul Eater armor. You think you can re-download that mod? No, probably not. The Soul Eater armor, it was cool. But I don't enjoy having like the super overpowered double-handed swords. Plus, I'm doing an archery playthrough. So having a two-handed sword most likely is not going to complement me well with the archery playthrough. But the armor was pretty cool. I will say that. Alright, there we go. Good stuff. Got a couple of these to demolish because they're not working. Oh, that one was working, and I just demolished him. Sorry. All right, good stuff. All I do is archery. Yeah, that's really all I played as before I played Skyrim, like back in 2011. All right, so that looks really kind of nifty. I like this little area over here. It looks really nice, but we should. Oh wait, firehouse is right across the road, and I bet you it's really safe too. Oh wait, no, it is not really safe. They need something over here. Damn. There we go. Now they're safe. Much better. Much better. Okay, very cool. Now, whether or not this will get used, I'm not sure. I hope it does, because it looks really cool. And in fact, let's just go ahead and dot some trees in there, just to kind of fill that little space out inside of here. They need to be bigger trees. Where are the big trees at? There they are. That'll work. That will work. And we'll go ahead and throw some different colored trees in there as well. Kind of get a little bit of contrast going through there. There we go. There we go. That should work. That looks cool. I like that. That looks pretty nifty. Okay, so how are we doing on upgrades as far as these buildings go? Building needs to be covered by more services to allow it to be upgraded. Okay, how about we put a nice little police station in here for you? What do you think of that? There you go, have a nice little police station. What do you think of that? You like that? You like that? How about this? Actually, how's healthcare out here? Let's go and throw in another clinic out here, you know? Can never have too much healthcare. And let's go and throw in a nice little crematorium, too. There we go. Very good. These guys should start to upgrade very, very quickly. Very cool. And we'll go ahead and zone this bad boy. Very nice, very nice. Very cool. There we go. Good, good, good. Alright, good stuff. When Ragnarok comes, if it comes, you should make a City Skylines a weekend series. That would be cool. I do want to continue live streaming when Ragnarok comes out. That is definitely something that I want to do. Because I've really enjoyed doing the City Skylines streams, and I'm glad you guys have too. This just looks so nifty with that stuff. It looks so cool. Alright, dead person problems. Screw them. Alright, so big residential demand coming, but that's okay. Don't know exactly where I'm going to put in more residences. We're losing people. Well, we lost quite a few people, it looks like, but I don't exactly know why. I guess we'll recoup our losses eventually. Alright, there we go. Okie dokie. So I love this little waterfront, like what is this, commercial sector? I think this is commercial. Yeah, this is a waterfront commercial sector, and it just looks so nifty. I love how this turned out with the nice little walking paths behind it and all that stuff. It just looks so good. The aesthetic of it just looks so nice. I don't know what it is about it. It just looks so good. Do we have another expansion? We don't. Okay, we got 4 more expansions that we can expand out, but I believe at 32,000 people, yeah, we get another expansion. So that's cool. Alrighty, good, good stuff. So this looks pretty nifty. Oh, right. That's right. This is what we need to do now. That way we don't run out of power. Okay, so this is what we'll do. We'll go ahead and bring this down. We need to bring this across here. We'll put this right through here. And actually, shoot. You know what? Here, let's do this. Let's go ahead and run this, like, right along the bridge. Right along here. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, buddy? Happy to have you in here. Thank you so much for coming on by the stream. There we go. We'll go ahead and connect this just like that. And truthfully, now we don't even need this right here because that's not even generating enough power. Alright, so that'll generate power from that. That looks good. And now, that's really actually all we needed to do. That's cool. And now, what can we do and add to, like, right here to fill out this little spot right here? Can we add more industry? I feel like we could. Actually, you know what? Let's add a couple farm homes in here. I feel like there needs to be a few homes in here. Because it's a nice little farming town, so, you know, you may as well. They're going to be complaining of noise pollution, but, you know, screw them. Screw them. So, in order to combat the noise pollution, let's go ahead and put a clinic out here. Right next to the firehouse. There we go. Oh my goodness gracious. There we go. So, a couple little farmhouses, you know, just kind of nifty. What's up, Seth? Happy to have you in here, buddy. Thank you so much. Alright, good stuff. Name a sector Gotham. Building is burned down. Let's see. Hello there. Raccoon City. Alright, that looks pretty nifty like that. I like that. Got some nice little houses to fill it in. And they almost look like farmhouses, like the nice little country style. That looks kind of nice. Let's go ahead and pull the districts, the Chestnut Hills, all the way along here. And let's see if that'll actually zone, or if that'll actually turn those houses and keep them into like a farming style house. Because if that's so, that would be kind of nifty. Alright, and that'll look kind of nifty. And we can actually get rid of, let's see, can get rid of this power line right here because we don't need that anymore. Alright, good stuff. Even though you're streaming today, is it still Montage Monday? Absolutely. It posts at 2 p.m. today. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for subscribing, Seth. Appreciate you. Alrighty, good stuff. Now let's see. Got a little bit of a traffic jam right there, but that's because there is a light right there, so that's okay. Plus, there's a cargo train terminal right there, so I'm not really worried about that. Alright, what's going on with the dead? There's a crematorium right there, yet there's dead people waiting for transport. This is a unique city. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. I think so too. Oh my god, there's one random blue spot in the middle of all this shit. That looks kind of funny. Alright, good stuff. Now let's see. We got a small, or actually a small industrial demand, but a pretty decently sized residential demand, but that's okay. Moo to you too, cow. Alright, how is this doing out here? Building is on fire. Police station's on fire. Of course, the police station is on fire. Again, why is it always that the police station is on fire? I don't understand. Can I get a house in Chestnut Hill? Absolutely, you can get a house in Chestnut Hill. The Somerville residence. Alright, let's see. We got a Somerville residence coming up. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, those cows need to shut the hell up. Somerville residence. There you go, Matthew. Was that literal shit? It is indeed literal shit. This is known as Shit Lake because what is being dumped out of here? Sewage. These are water treatment plants, and that's being treated. The water's being treated, but it's still shit, basically. All of this brown stuff out here is the dark. The dark stuff is the shit. The lighter stuff is the purified shit. Oh my gosh! Can you get a house? Absolutely. Where would you want it, Seth? Starting to get a little bit laggy because of the size of the city, but that's okay. Alrighty, let me see. Alright, got a dead person waiting for pickup right here. Oh, that's at the park. Never mind, I was gonna bulldoze it, but oh well. Alright, what are you building for Montage Monday? Well, if I told you, it would ruin the surprise. But if you must know, I built, I kind of had a problem, like, naming it today, but I went with naming it a family home, but it could be called, like, a multi-tribe home. It could be called whatever you want to call it, but it's more along the lines of, like an actual home layout. It looks really cool, or at least I think it looks really cool. In the countryside, away from everyone, very peaceful. Good choice. Good choice. I'll put you out here in Crescent Square. Crescent Square is one of the more peaceful areas. Alright. Seth Hall Residence. There we go. Very nice, very nice. Welcome to the city, Seth. You want a house too, Hypnotic? Where do you want it, buddy? Alright, looking good, looking good. I cannot speak today. God dang it. God, I still can't speak. Residential demand is growing. Alright, let me check. Got some crime, but that's okay. Got an abandoned building out here, but that's okay too. Anywhere. Okie dokie. Put you out here on the water. Out with all the other subscribers. Let's see. Autumn. Let's see. Where does it start? We're out here. Garrett Jungman. The Dean residence. Okay, here you go. There we are. Hypnotic. Hypnotic. GG. And Manor. Should build an area only for your subscribers. That is out here on the water. All of these houses out here are the summer homes. Did I spell that right? Hypnotic. Yeah, spell that right. Out here on the water is where all the subs live. So we got Woolworth. That's not. We got Dova Master. We got Galindo. We got Hellcat. We got Sean Productions 88. We got Slammer. We got Stein the King. We got Leah Mayo. We got Garrett. We got Hypnotic. And we got someone else. But yeah, these are all their summer homes out here. And then some of them are scattered throughout the city and stuff like that. Some of them hold major properties like the Galindo Industries and the Dragon. Wait. Oh yeah, the Dragon. Wait, the Dragon? I thought that was named the Dragon's Peak. I thought that was named the Dragon. I can't remember. That's interesting. I don't know. I can't remember if that was renamed or not. Alrighty then, good stuff. This is looking great out here. Offices are beginning to upgrade. Building needs to be covered by more surfaces to allow it to upgrade. It's currently being upgraded at the moment. These offices look really cool over here. I think I like these the most because they all look the same, but they're all different colors, and it reminds me of like a cabana, like not a cabana, a Cubana town, like something in Cuba. Looks really, really cool. Alright, good stuff. It was supposed to be Dragon's Peak. That's what I thought. I wonder why it changed. Oops, not relocate. I don't want to relocate the damn thing. Nope, I don't want to go into budget. Go to rename. Maybe it was a glitch or something, or maybe it didn't save or something. Dragon's Peak. There we go. There we go. Dragon's Peak. Okay, this person is always complaining, but that's because there's a taxi stand right there. How much do the taxis get used? Taxis, 11 per week? You gotta be shitting me. More people use the metro. 1,400 people use it a week. And 95 people use trains a week. That's crazy. How many tourists use the trains? 50? Jesus. That's not really a whole lot, but they still look really cool. I like having trains run through the city. I just think it's really nifty. It reminds me of Disney World. But check it out, guys. We finally have... Oh, I was going to say we finally have no, like, dummy lights on over here in Garland Heights. But we actually have no, like, none of the low customers or the need-educated workers and stuff like that. So that means we have tourism over here in Garland Heights. Now, what about Liberty Island? Yep, same thing over here on Liberty Island. Very, very cool. So over here with the tourism and stuff like that, very, very nice. We actually have a steady tourism economy built up. And people are actually using it, which is very good. Let's see. Do you know when Shit Lake overfills, it will flood your town with shit, so you should terraform another deep hole? Oh, good lord. So I can't actually terraform, but, so that means all the shit will stay inside of Shit Lake. But we did have Shit River, which was right here. So originally, all the shit was being dumped downriver this way, and all the people that were living on this river were completely just getting, like, irradiated with shit. It was disgusting. But now it's no longer. Alright, let's see. You know what's better than watching your stream? Watching your stream on my phone and TV in perfect sync. That's kind of funny. I'm on the big screen and on the small screen. That's funny. I just love the way these trains look, dude. Like, can we just take a second and watch this? Like, look at how cool this looks. Like, look at how panoramic that screenshot just looks. That just looks so cool. I love that. Actually, no, we need to turn this up to 3. Just watch how many trains come in and go by and stuff like that. Just looks so freaking cool. Then one day you are doomed to a shitnami. I do indeed believe you are correct. Just look at how nifty that looks. I just love how that looks so much. The train, I love trains, like, so much. They're just something that fascinates me. I just think it looks so nifty. I mean, it's the same thing with traffic. Traffic in this game fascinates me, just the way it flows and stuff like that. The way the AI and the computer handles it and stuff like that, or the way the computer inside the Xbox handles it and stuff like that. I mean, it handles it so perfectly. Like, I mean, the Xbox is handling so much at one time. I mean, it's tracking all of these AI at the same exact time. It's tracking all the cars. It's tracking all the building placements. All of that stuff. It's tracking camera placements. I mean, it's incredible how much it's handling at one time. And not to mention, it's at triple speed. Alright, so good stuff. Things are going quite well. Everything is looking amazing. This building is probably one of my favorites. Very cool. Very, very nice looking. We're up to $500,000. Doing quite well. Now let's see. We got Posh Mall. We got the Grand Mall. Opera House. Very nice. We can put some of this stuff in once we have enough room. Could you build a tiny area for me? I don't want the house. Once we put in some more spots, maybe I could put in a spot for you. Alrighty. Good stuff. So it looks like we're getting stuck at 20,000 people, and then people are just dying. And then we're losing people, and then we're back down to like 19,000. So, I don't know what goes on with that. Okie dokie. So this little area right here is kind of a nifty spot, but I don't exactly know how we would do it. Bought this game because of watching your streams, although I can't find the shrink to fit button, so my industry demand is a guessing game. Wait, can't find the shrink to fit button? What do you mean shrink to fit button? But I'm glad I could inspire you to buy the game. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. More houses and a hospital. That's, you know what? Probably. You know what? Do we even have a hospital? We have a bunch of clinics, but do we even have a damn hospital? I don't even think we have a hospital. No, we don't. They're all freaking clinics. How the hell did I miss that? We don't even have a damn hospital. Okay, we need to put a hospital in, like, pronto. Okay, let's make sure we're gonna not demolish, like, anybody big. Okay, good, good, good. Let's go ahead and plop in a hospital. Right there. Perfect. So the hospital is a massive increase into healthcare. There we go. Average healthcare just went from 73 to 74. But over time, that's going to help dramatically. Now, let's go ahead and grow the population a little bit more. So, let's see. Over here, we've got Crescent Square. This is an office space. Now, we don't want to have too many houses over here, but let's check the noise pollution just for shits and giggles. Now, as you can see, look at how... Okay, this is so crazy. That's so amazing. The freaking noise pollution from the solar panels is crazy. Look at how... Okay, look at how crazy the noise pollution is from the solar panels. Solar panels have a massive ring of noise pollution, but look at the noise pollution ring with office spaces, parks, and trees insulating it, dude. I could put houses right here, and they still wouldn't complain. That's crazy how much offices insulate. That is so cool. I love that so much. Okay, now, as far as more houses go, we need to figure out where we're going to put in some more homes. And truthfully, I want to put in some more like some more waterfront homes. But I don't exactly know where I want to put them in at. Maybe we could extend a little bit into out of mini Brooklyn. So let's see. Let's go ahead and bring out... let's bring out a little four-way road, just like this. And we'll come out this way a little bit. Now let's see. We might have to move a couple of these buildings, but that's okay. Go ahead and put this over here. Actually, let's make sure I'm not going to demolish anyone's home. Okay, these are commercial centers. Yeah, these are commercial centers. Okay. It runs off my TV. So you can't see your demand bars? Is that what you're saying? Alright, let's see. You should build a prison. We'll probably end up putting in a prison in here very, very soon. Alright, let's go ahead and relocate that building right there. And we'll go ahead and relocate this little park right here. Just like that. Oh wait, you little shit. I just relocated the police station twice. Forgot I had to deselect it and then relocate it. So I just spent like double the money. Alright, there we go. And then you got this little office building just chilling here. Alright, there we go. Okay, so now, there we go. Just like this. Alright, so we'll go ahead and bring this right down here. Only the industry bar I can see, all the others. Interesting. Let's see. I want to see if I can see that. Gameplay. Miscellaneous. Yeah, I guess there is no, like, shrink thing. That's really interesting. I'm sorry you can't see all your other demand bars. That's kind of game-breaking. Alright, so let's see. We're going to go ahead and put in some more stuff over here. Just like that. Just like this. And we'll go ahead and wrap it around just like that. Just kind of a weird-looking road like that. We're going to make it kind of a wacky road. You know what I'm saying? And we'll put in some high-density residential. There we go. Just like that. That'll look kind of nifty. Alrighty, good stuff. Alright, and here comes some buildings. Very cool. Oh, that was cool. A tree just popped up. Alrighty, cool. Alright, so it's right next to the university, so a lot of these people are probably going to be a lot younger, so that's pretty cool. Alright, Alright, we'll go and delete him. A lot of dead... Why are there dead people over here? Dude, there's a crematorium right here. I don't understand. And what's the budget for the crematorium? 100%. I don't understand. You can do another bridge. So with bridges, you can't actually build houses next to them because it's raised and stuff like that. But let's see, we might be able to do a bridge. Well, we don't have land over here, so we can't build over there just yet, and it goes over into mini Manhattan. So we'll just kind of keep that right there because that does look kind of nifty like that. Can you build zoos? Let's see. I think I might have a zoo. What's this? Aha, I do have a zoo. 180 grand. Let's see. I think it should be over in a tourism sector. I think it should be over here. Let's go ahead and put in a zoo, shall we? Alright, let's see. We'll go ahead and put this bad boy in over here, I think. And we'll go ahead and bulldoze. Let's see. Go ahead and bulldoze a little bit over here. Just like that. And we'll go ahead and put in a zoo. Actually, here, you know what? We need to build it away from here. I think if it was right next to the city, that would look really weird. So we'll put this zoo, like, out here on its own road and stuff like that. I think that would look kind of nice. Space is not already occupied. There we go. Put it right next to the road. There we go. Cool. Got a nice little zoo. Give it some water. And then what we'll go ahead and do is, because it's a zoo, and that rhymed, is we'll surround it in a bunch of trees and stuff like that. And we'll do a nice little tree line along the road and stuff like that, all the way up to it. And it'll look really nice. Alrighty, cool, cool, cool. Are there any animals inside of it? I can't see. Oh yeah, there are. There's a polar bear. There's some penguins. Let's see. Looks like we got polar bears and penguins. Alright, there we go. And we'll do a tree line all the way along the road and stuff like that, but we need some power as well. Alright, now let's see. Let's go ahead and drag some power right here. And I think what we'll go ahead and do is we'll do some stuff along here as well. Maybe some low-density shops and stuff like that, because it's going to be tourism anyways. I hear zebras. I hear zebras. Alright, here we go. We'll do kind of a nice little tree line all the way along here. Because, I mean, it's the jungle kind of zoo type thingy. It's got to be wooded, you know? And it'll look really nice. It'll look really, really nice all the way along here. Very, very cool. Very nice. Very cool. Looks pretty cool. Very nice. There we go. Oh, we already have a first visitor coming. Either that or they're just coming to turn around. Alright, there we go. Looking pretty cool. It looks really cool whenever you have like a bunch of trees all in one line and stuff like that. Like, I always love big tree lines and stuff like that. It looks so pretty. Big tree lines are beautiful, especially when they're done correctly. Alright, we'll go ahead and litter this just like that. Looks really, really pretty just like that. Very, very pretty. Go ahead and litter some more throughout there. Go ahead and litter a lot more throughout of here. I know I'm going crazy with the trees. I'm the Bob Ross of trees. Okay, there we go. Alright, have you done much since the last stream? I have absolutely done much since the last stream. I'll show you here in 1 second, Espercard. Thank you coming back. Thank you for coming back. Alright, here we go. Get some more trees in there. And now let's take a drive through here, shall we? Alright, here we go. Ready? Go into the zoo, everybody. Look at how nifty this looks now. So not only is there trees along the road, but there's massive trees all the way along here. And isn't this nifty? All the way at the back of it, you got a nice little zoo. Now isn't this beautiful? Oh god. I hear elephants, but I don't see elephants. Oh, there's a... Oh, I thought there was a petting zoo. Nope, he's just petting a dog. Now this is cool. This is pretty nifty. Looks like there might be like alpacas or something. Oh no, those are fish. Disregard. That's pretty cool. Got some nice stuff all over here. That looks pretty nifty. And what is supposed to be in here? Birds? I'm not seeing any birds. Should put a museum across. Let's see. Maybe we could do kind of like a nice little tourism sector down here. Let's see. Expo Center, Science Center, Theater of Wonders. That's kind of a museum. Let's see. Modern Art Museum. How do I unlock that? 50% of the population is highly educated. We're almost there. Cathedral. Construct all city service buildings. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get away from that damn thing. Alright, let's see. Here is the city, Espercard. Check it out. Look at how amazing it is. We put in a nice little city area over here with some solar panels and all that good stuff. Looks amazing. So very pretty. And then we got some stuff over here. Oh, hello. Okay, there we go. And got some more abandoned buildings. It seems like more people are abandoning the farming area for some reason. Got some houses through here. Looks very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, now let's see. How do we want to do this with some more tourism and stuff like that? Because these buildings out here are huge. So we don't want to get too carried away with putting too many big buildings out here that look out of place. But let's see. Let's go ahead and put in a nice little tourism section right out here. Right off the road where the zoo is at. Just like that. And we'll see how big these buildings are. So here's a Theater of Wonders. We'll go ahead and plop this bad boy in right there. I think that looks really pretty right there. Yeah, I like the way that looks. And then the Science Center. Holy shit, that's a big building. Alright, and then let's see. We'll go ahead and plop that bad boy in right there. You know? May as well, right? That'll look cool. We're down to $135,000. Jesus Christ, that's a big building. And then let's plop some more trees in, you know? Gotta put some more in. Gotta fill in these nice little areas full of trees. Very pretty, very cool. Very nice and quiet in here too, just because of all the trees. So we have a museum of wonders and stuff like that. We have the Science Center, and we have a massive, massive zoo out here, as well as a massive tourism section with the Brandenburg Gate right there, as well as hotels and stuff like that. So these people, they can come out here, they can stay, they can go to see all the museums and stuff like that. They have metro access to get back into the city if they need to. I think we did a nice job over here. It looks really cool. Alrighty. Good, good, good. It's looking very, very pretty over here now. Very, very pretty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, baby, that looks cool. That looks really cool. It's very wooded over here now. We're gonna get a bunch of cougars and bears and shit out here now. A bunch of wolves. Bet you'll get tourists. Absolutely. I most likely will get a bunch of tourists now. And in fact, because we have a bunch of these buildings out here now, I'm going to bump up the budget for the unique buildings and stuff like that. That way, these are way more effective. Now let's see. That Science Center looks amazing, dude. Look at that. That looks so damn cool. Now that looks cool right there, too. That looks like the, oh, I don't even remember what the name of that building is, but let's see. Let's bump up the budget a little bit for these unique buildings. And we'll see what it does. There we go. Now let's see. Hopefully that doesn't bankrupt us. Go ahead and delete this building right there. There we go. Now that looks cool. Losing a little bit of money as far as profits go. Man, people are abandoning and burning down over here left, right, and center. And we're back to making money. Well, kind of. It does kind of look like the Sydney Opera House. That's kind of what I was going for. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Sydney Opera House. Alright, back down to $1,700 a week. Okay, we're losing a little bit of money. I might bump the budget down a little bit. We'll see. If we go into the red, I'll definitely bump it down. Alright, let's see. We might be recuperating. Yep, I think we're recuperating. Maybe. Maybe just a little bit. Alright, that looks so cool. I love these buildings. These special buildings look so damn cool. The oil power plant is on fire. Great. Where's it at? It's right here. Okay, good. It's gonna be saved. We're fine. We're fine. Crisis averted. Yep, this looks really nifty out here. This looks really good. More tourists will definitely be brought in because of this. All my workers are on vacation. You're right. I put too much leisure in. Everyone's done working. Everyone got super rich and now everyone's done working. You're probably right. P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Dory's somewhere out here. Alright, let me see. Everything looks good over here. Already got a lot of visitors coming over here. Very cool. This already serviced 7 tourists. That's pretty nifty. This already serviced 11. That's pretty good. This serviced 2. Look at that. Already got a bunch of people coming over here. Look at the polar bears. That looks so cool. Okay, that looks, yeah, I can really dig how that looks now. And it fits, you know, it's not out of place either. It's just kind of, it's out of the way of the city, but it looks really nice. That looks really cool. Damn, that looks super good. Just enough detail over there to make it look really, really good. Okay, so now we have another residential demand, so that's good. So now, what we should do is this. I have an idea. I have a great idea. We're gonna do this. We're gonna take a 4-way, and we're gonna do this. And in fact, you know what? We're gonna come out straight. Hopefully. Oh wait, shoot. There's a police station right there. Let's go ahead and move you, bad boy. We'll go ahead and move you right there. Actually, you know what? That might even be too close. There we go. Alright, there we go. When you extend the plot near the zoo, you should build a little neighborhood in the tree line road. I don't know if I want to put any houses out here because this is all the tourism section or sector out here. So houses might not be the best idea for out here, but we could probably put a little bit of a commercial district out there. But let's see. Let's go ahead and put in a nice little straight road that goes out here. Just like that. And we'll go ahead and rezone this for office space. Right there. Get those buildings back in there. Alright, there we go. And we'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and do this. And we'll come straight out this way. And we'll do some nice waterfront properties, dude. Oh, baby. Oh, yes. Do some nice waterfront property. And we're gonna do a couple grid light things. Very, very nice. We're gonna do kind of like a staggered thing. Very nice. That'll look very cool. And we'll do kind of like another high density residential thing, you know? And then in between that, because it's right next to a railroad, we gotta put more trees. More trees. Yeah, buddy. More trees. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Can you get vacation houses for the tourists? So, the tourists, they don't stay in the residential areas. You have to zone it for commercial and then do tourism specialization. So they don't stay in houses. They can only stay in hotels, unfortunately. I wish I could do, like, big villas and stuff like that for them. Like for renters and stuff like that. I think that would be really cool. But unfortunately, I can't do that. Alright, so we'll do a big tree line against the train tracks. I think that would look really cool. Yeah, that looks nifty. Yeah. Alright, there we go. And then we'll start making a little bit more money with these new apartments and stuff like that. Let's see. Give me a man along the water, please. Alright, I'll put you with all the other subscribers. Alright, let's see. Where are all the still... hello, man in pants. Happy to have you back in here, buddy. Alright, let's see. Seth Hall, let's see. Let's go and put you all the way along here. There we go. Put you right here, right next to the other subs. Seth Hall Manor. Waterfront property. The best real estate in the city. Alright, Seth Hall Manor. There we go. Alright, let's see. Imagine that you become bankrupt because of the happy... Oh, no! I don't want to become bankrupt because of the happy little trees. I want the happy little trees to make me rich. Alright, here we go. Now we can go ahead and start dotting some more little happy little trees in here. You know what I'm saying? Put some more little trees in there. There we go. Very nice, very nice, very nice. And then we'll go and plop some more in there. Oh yeah, spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on trees. Oh yeah. Now it should be nice and quiet between the houses and the railroad. So yeah, the trees will soak up a decent bit of that noise pollution. But I mean, you live in an apartment in a city. You gotta be used to a metro noise and like sound and stuff like that. You gotta be used to that shit. All right, good stuff. So these guys are actually living on farmland, I believe. Either that or... Oh, they're living on oil. Hot damn. That's a lot of oil. That's interesting. That is interesting. Okay. At least you're eco-crazy. Yeah, no kidding. I should actually probably, if I'm that eco-crazy, I should probably take out this whole entire industry sector, but it makes too much money. Alright, so this will look really, really nice over here. It's a nice little waterfront city property to contrast with the lower city sector, you know what I'm saying? So you got a nice little bridge right here. You got a nice little suburban area right here that connects, and it looks really pretty. It looks really, really pretty. I can actually, like, I actually really enjoy the way that that looks. Very, very pretty. Okay, that looks really nice. Okay, now how are we doing with police safety out here? Police department, that's good. Fire safety, how are we doing? Fire safety we could do a little bit better on, so let's go ahead and plop one of those bad boys in there. And happy faces across the city. Very, very cool. Very cool and very cool. So we are generating quite a bit of tourism out here, guys. Very, very nifty. Our tourism sector is saved. We have finally gotten a stable tourism sector, guys. Like, not even kidding. Liberty Island and Garland Heights out here are finally stable. Oh, there's a dead person at the zoo. There must have been a polar bear incident. Someone must have eaten someone. Alright, good stuff. Well, you make up for it with the million trees you've placed. True, I have placed probably a million trees. It's pretty scary. Especially in like these big parks and stuff like that. I've placed so many damn trees. But, guys, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and end off today's live stream because today has been quite productive. We've gotten quite a bit done as far as tourism goes. We've expanded quite a bit. We've done a lot with residential stuff. We've done a lot with tourism. We've overhauled our power grid to where we are now producing 702 power and only using 343 power. And we are good to go, guys. We put in some really cool, unique buildings and stuff like that. And it's really, really fun, guys. So, for those of you that are new and all that good stuff, because there are quite a few new faces in here, and I really appreciate you guys coming on by, don't fret, don't cry. I am going to be streaming again tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time. I will be streaming on the weekdays at noon Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to come back and hang out, you are more than welcome to come back and hang out, guys. So look for me at noon Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't to get notified when I go live. So guys, I really do appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out for the time. And yeah, so guys, I will see you tomorrow.